guys. Hey, everybody over on Facebook land. How are you guys doing? It is Altovise Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. And we are coming to you live for another Speak Easy podcast interview. I am so super excited. I feel like the camera is super high because I'm super short. There we go. That's better. And so I'm super excited to be bringing on my guest for today. Hey, Darlene. For those of you who are interested in getting onto the Speak Easy podcast, it's bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast in lowercase. That's bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast. And what is the Speak Easy podcast, you may ask? Well, with the Speak Easy podcast, we give you the behind the scenes of what it means to be a speaker or an author. Hey, Letitia, how are you, sis? Congrats on the little baby bundle of joy. And that is what we do. So those who are coming and catching this live, thank you for sharing out the broadcast. I greatly appreciate it. And for those of my that are coming on the replay, either on Facebook, on YouTube, or when this is shared out to LinkedIn, I appreciate you guys as well. Don't forget that even on the replay, your reactions still count, your comments still matter, and I love coming back and engaging with you guys and having this conversation. So, thank you for sharing it out. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm just waiting for our today's guest to come on. So while I tell you about today's guest, first I want to say to you guys, guess what? Literally, I am a little over a week away from publishing my 8th book. 8th book. Yes, that is 8 books in 2 years, which has been a great accomplishment and a great journey. Because listen, most people don't get 8 books published in their whole lifetime. So to be able to have 8 books published in 2 years has been a phenomenal feat. I'm so super excited about it. So it's bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast. That's bit. Hey, Marilyn. bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast. And that's all lowercase for you to be a guest here on the show. And listen, yes, number 8. I am super excited, guys. Super excited because originally, the title of the book was supposed to be Hold My Hand, but I changed it, and I know that you're going to love the title. Oh my goodness. So the title of the book, I know that's right, Letitia. The title of the book is, y'all ready? You ready? The title of the book is Leverage. Leverage. The Hold My Hand concept in business, life, and family. Oh, y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm excited. Yes, it's titled Leverage, and I just finished the cover. I already have the foreword done. Yes, I had somebody special write the foreword for me. I'm a little special. But the foreword is done, the cover is done, and literally I will be publishing it next week. Listen. Oh, right, Ree. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So Leverage, the Hold My Hand concept in entrepreneurship, family, and life. Oh, man. When I changed the title, I was so nervous. Can we be honest and talk about that? Because as an author, we always know that they say, don't judge a book by a cover, or don't judge a book by a cover. Can we be honest and say that when people shop for books, they judge the book by the title and the cover? Like, it sounds cute. It's a great little statement to make. But the reality is that people buy a book based on the title and the cover. They don't buy the book based on what's on the inside of it, but they also buy the book based on the author. And that is something that you need to always learn and understand, is that as an author, you make the sales. You make it happen. You can move and shake, and believe me, put yourself in the position that will allow people to buy your book for years and years and years and years to come. So there are so many things coming down the pipeline when it comes to, hey Violet, when it comes to some other book opportunities. Oh my goodness, I even have a book collaboration opportunity that is coming down the pipeline. And for those of you that are looking, you're going to say, wait, did she just say a book collaboration opportunity? Meaning that I can collaborate on a book project with the unicorn? Yes, I did. So I am looking to publish a book collaboration in the month of March, which is my birthday month. I am looking to literally put together a collaboration of women, not a lot of women, but a collaboration of women to do this book, and more details will be coming out about that information as well, because it's not going to be for everybody. There is an investment to be a part of this book collaboration, and it is not going to be for everybody. But we are definitely going to make it happen. Something that I am doing that's different. Y'all know I'm different, right? In case you didn't know, let me tell you real quick. I'm the unicorn. That means I think different, I see things different, and I definitely act different. So something that I'm doing differently that most collaborations don't do is that for anybody who has never written a book, who is a part of the collaboration, you will get a training on how to write your chapter. Why? Because a lot of times as a new author, you're kind of thrown into this group, and you got some that are pros and you got some that are not. And it kind of makes for an interesting, scenario. It also adds a lot of time to completing your book project, and we don't want that to happen. So we want to make sure that everything moves smoothly and effortlessly. And with that being said, I definitely am going to make sure that I have a free training for those who are part of the collaboration who have never written a book before. That opportunity is coming up as well. And as we're still waiting for our guest for today, by all means, those who are looking for accountability, how many of you need accountability? You guys know that my Reactivate Toolkit call group literally meets every Saturday. This past Saturday, they just had a working session. And within the working session, they got 5 tips to success. 5 tips to success. And not only did they get 5 tips to success, they were in that webinar, that call, and they were super excited because they realized some things that they had been doing that had been stealing from their success. Are the things that you're doing stealing from your success? That's something to think about. Are the things that you're currently doing stealing from your success? Ouch. I know it's an ouch moment, because you really got to take inventory of what it is you're doing, what you're grabbing a hold of, who you're talking to, who you're engaging with. You really have to say, what is it that I'm doing? Thank you for sharing that link, Fatima. What is it that I'm doing? And is it helping me move towards success or further away? That is something that you have to understand. That part. So bit.ly/reactivate me is how you can become a part of the accountability group. We meet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. in the morning. We also have working sessions. They get special webinars as well. And guess what? It's only $25 a month. But it's only $25 a month until the end of November. The fee will be going up for anyone who joins after that. Anyone who joins before the fee goes up, it will continue to be $25 a month for you. Hey, Faye. Hey, Violet. Hey, so if you are a part of my private Facebook group, guess what you got this morning? You got an amazing email with some free videos from Miss Faye Lawrence, who just joined in the broadcast. She gave some great tips and information on LinkedIn. Have you been using your LinkedIn to the greatest ability possible? That's something to think about as well. If you haven't been using your LinkedIn to the greatest ability, then you definitely want to connect with Faye. And like I said, if you're in our Your Voice community, you got not one, but 2 free videos on LinkedIn. Oh, you are so welcome. It was a great experience, and that is something that I have implemented into my free group, is that every month you get a free webinar of something that can help your business. That is what you get each and every month. The first Sunday of the month, you'll get something that can help you grow your business. Now, that's something that we need. That's something that can help take us to the next level. So, let's talk about these blunders in writing our book, because the reality is that things happen, right? Not everything goes right. Not everything happens the way it's supposed to. And I know for me personally, I've had blunders in writing my books. I've had blunders in uploading my books. I've had blunders in getting the book covers, the everything and anything. I could tell you some stories. But the reality is guess what? A lot of people have had these same blunders. A lot of them have. And they have not understood that it's a part of the process. Hey, there is Vanessa. So I am going, it does not say that you are available as of yet to come onto the broadcast. So just make sure that your phone is in landscape, Vanessa, so that way I can bring you into the broadcast. She said, I will make sure I sign up with LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is a great tool, a great asset for those in business. Whether you're somebody that's an entrepreneur, an author, a speaker, or someone who still is in forward America, LinkedIn is a great resource for you. Do not forget about LinkedIn. Hey, Lisa. So when we talk about these blunders, things happen, right? And I know for me, I've had a ton of things happen when it came to publishing my book. So blunder number 1 was literally, I went and I uploaded the synopsis. I uploaded my my book cover for pre-sales. Oh, it's not coming up. Are you on your laptop? Are you on your tablet or are you on your phone, Vanessa? Right, exactly. For B2B and B2C businesses, definitely. Oh, thank you, Robin. So blunder number 1, I upload the book cover. I upload the synopsis as the book because I'm like, okay, well, right now I'm just doing pre-sales. And with doing pre-sales, I can get this all done and then move forward to something else and come back and upload the actual book. It's not coming up. No worries. Try going out, Vanessa, and coming back in. And see if that, going out of the app and then coming back in and coming back to my page and see if that works. I thought that I could do it, right? Because I got time, right? It's a couple weeks before. I got time. I'll go ahead and upload the book and be okay. Well, little did I know that when you pre-order a book, they send you the book on Kindle prior to the book release. Didn't know that. Yeah. So people literally thought I was a scam artist because they got the book cover and they got the synopsis. Guys, I was so embarrassed. I did everything possible that I could do in order to save that. Because I was like, oh my goodness, people are going to think that I scammed them. They're going to think that I made them pay for a page for a book. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Oh my goodness. I was like freaking out. I contacted Amazon. I contacted KDP. I contacted everybody. And I was just in freak out mode. But it was in that lesson, because it was a lesson. It was in that moment that I found out some things. For one, most of you probably did not know that on your Kindle app, when you order a book from an author, that if you go into your Kindle app, if you go into your account, you can mark something that if your author updates the book, you will automatically get the update. Ha! When you sign up for your account, it is not set up for you to automatically get any updates from the authors that you have purchased their books. Not something that you would have known before. Not something that most people know. So I go and I update that part and I say, okay, that's interesting. But something else that I found out is that if you make a mistake in your book and you're doing an update, they have to verify if the update or if the new version is worth them going and sending out this new update to everybody that already pre-ordered the book. Wait, you mean to tell me telling you that the book, that there's a problem with the book, is not good enough for you to just go and change it? If I already sent you the updated amount, an updated thing, like we can't just switch this out? It's not that simple. Simply because you have some people that go in and they highlight the book and they do other things with their book. And so when they get sent the updated book, they lose everything. They lose all their highlights. They lose all their bookmarks and things of that nature. Any notes that they've put into the book. Even through Kindle, you can put notes in a book. They would lose that. So, hey Marvella, how are you? Yes, exactly. You are so welcome. But that was something that literally people did not know. People don't know. They still don't know. Hey Earl, listen. Exactly. And it's very true, Earl. It needs to be edited very well. But I found that even when getting an editor to look at the book, I've still found books that had so many mistakes. So you go through so many things. I can give you issue number 2, blunder number 2, guys. So blunder number 1, not reading the fine print and uploading stuff without realizing that what if I make a mistake? What's going to happen? There you are, Vanessa. And so I'll get ready to bring you on. Hey, Harold, how are you? Was my first book, editing it myself. Yeah, that was a blunder and a half. Attempting to edit your own book. And people go, oh no, I'll save money by editing. No, you don't. You don't save money because you don't save time either. And I found that with editing your own book, literally what you end up doing is chopping off a large amount of things because we are our own worst critic. So we will take out some great things simply because we are who we are, guys. That's who we are. I'm doing great. Yes, we are who we are. Yes, no, Earl is right. You should not do that. It was not a great experience. It was not a great experience. But again, blunder number 2, and it was a lesson learned. Once you learn your lesson, it's like the child. I'm the child that, I see something and I'm like, oh, what's this? Let's see what this is. Or why does that make this noise? And want to take something apart and then you get in trouble for taking it apart. That is definitely me. Listen, congratulations. Earl will definitely sign up to be on the show bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast. What it is we talk about the behind the scenes of being a speaker or an author. And we definitely connect and listen. Some people are on that first journey. Some people are they haven't started writing at all yet. Some people are still in the beginning stages of writing down ideas. And so we talk to each and every one of them on their level and give them the behind the scenes of, guess what? It ain't always easy. And then I can tell you what blunder number 3 is. Y'all ready for this? Hey, Anthony. Yes, so I am actually at book number 8. Book number 8 will be out next week. I am super excited about that. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, book number 8 will be out next week. Book cover is done. The synopsis is done. Chapters are done. It will be out to the editor this week. Yes, I now have an editor. It will be out to the editor this week. No blunders. No, 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 no. No editing your own book. And something else, when you are writing the book, do not edit as you go along. No, no, no. When you are first doing your first draft of your book should be a brain dump. Put it all out there. Put it all on the table. All the cards on the table. Why? Because when you start to pick apart your writing, you may pull something out that's really good. That's why you get an editor. Yes, I do. Yes. So that is 4 books per year. I did my first book was It's Okay to Cry. That was published last March. Yes, that was my first book. And now I am at book number 8. Super excited. And the thing about it is, as a writer, I've always been a writer. So I can show you books and books and books that I have of information and ideas and poetry and storylines and nonfiction, fiction, everything. I mean, everything. I literally still have poetry that I was uploading on MySpace. And there was another website that I used to be on called Writers Cafe. And that's something that I would say too, is for anybody who is writing. Write, just write. Stop trying to think it has to fit some form. Stop trying to make it sound proper. Stop trying to look up words to make yourself sound like you have a PhD. No, write in your own voice, write in your own experience, write from your own passion, write. Why? Because a lot of times we'll start to write and the voice of everybody else will come into our head. We definitely don't want to do that. Definitely. And I am a notebook queen. Yeah. Look, Vanessa said it. She said she overlooked several errors when she edited. So I'm going to try to bring you back on again. Yes, do not edit your book as you write it. No, 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 no. And it takes you a longer time to, if you're like editing as you're writing, and yes, a brain dump. Yes, that's it. Brain dump. That means literally sit with your pen, your paper, and just write.
Hi,
Vanessa! Yes! There you are, sis. How are
everyone.
you?
Hello. I am doing fine, thank you. Just fine.
Great, great,
More than
great.
anything,
So,
I'm feeling. Yes, I'm very blessed to be live with you. Very blessed. A
awesome,
lot of you
awesome.
saying when you
So
said
tell
about the
about,
yes.
yeah. Tell them about who you are, Vanessa, and also let them know about how many books you have published so far.
Okay, I'm Vanessa Carter. My current position right now is I'm a corporate auditor and a liaison with the district attorney's office. But I'm not gonna say I have had a passion for writing a long time because I did not. I started writing as a source of relaxing at the end of the day, to be truthful. At this present moment, I have three novels that I have written that is completed: Lingering Doubt, Closure, and Toxic Substance. Um, Also, I have several others that I have not done anything with them. But like I say, I write at that time only because I wanted to release a lot of anger, a lot of sad, look, a lot of sadness. And all of this came about with my job. Every time, people say, "Oh, how can you do that?" And all I can say, but that's my job. So writing helped get me away from all of that, to be true, because writing, I am able to begin things. I determine how it begin, and I also can determine how it end. So that's what got me into writing, truthfully.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so we were talking about some of the blunders when it comes to writing, oh my goodness, so many things that we come in contact with, right? When it comes to
That
writing.
is
And we were
correct.
talking about that before we actually came on to the broadcast. So why don't you tell
Yes.
them about what we were talking about?
Okay, what happened was I'm in a book club with a group of ladies. Now I'm 58 and I'm the youngest one in the club. And they decided, let's try putting one of your books, self-publishing one up. So I said, okay. Well, what happened was when we got everything settled, I I'm taking the blame because it's my book. I accidentally uploaded the draft instead of the edit version.
Hmm.
And Lord, when I started getting feedback from everybody, and I'm saying, why are they saying this about my book? It's good, it's good. But the error was when the I did not double check. And I got so hurt because of the negative feedback. Even though it was true, I got so hurt. I was ready to stop. I didn't want to do any more writing. I didn't want to do anything. And my mother, excused the expression, but my mother told me to put on my big girl drawers and move on. She said, "You do not let what people think of you stop you or hinder your dreams." So I got back into writing, but then, due to my job, I slacked off. Due to myself, I slacked off. I started procrastinating. I found all kind of error in me of why I couldn't do what I needed to do. But praise be to God, I ran across this group. And Lord, when I started listening to the group, listening to my girlfriend here, I'm telling you, it birthed so much life back into me that I sat down and started putting together a website, and I finished that well, I'm not finished, but in a week time, I'm 90% finished. All because of the wonderful, beautiful women and male individual that reached out to me. They share so much with me. I'm telling you, the fire is back in me, and I'm very thankful for that. And I thank you, my friend. I thank you for that.
That's a lot. That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
So as somebody who has gone through that same process, I know with my first book, it took 8 years for me to complete because it was like a start and stop. And you hit the nail on the head when you said that we judge ourselves and feel as though that
Yeah,
we're not capable of producing something that people are going to buy. We're not capable of producing something that people are going to want. Like, can I really be an author? And even
that's
when
right.
you get to that point where you publish that first book, it's like, oh my goodness, I did it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That is so true because the first book, Lingering Doubt, that I put in print, that book was written back in 1983. So it was years later before I did anything with it. As a matter of fact, I have a closet with a wall unit in a closet. As I write them, I just put them up there because, like I say, it's something to help me relax at the end of the day. So, due to the fact that I've been on my job 30 years this year, that tells you I have a good bit of them that just sitting up there. But
Sitting there.
I was my worst critic, but now listening, being in the group, I learned something else that is very important. It's nothing wrong with asking for help. I always
Mm-hmm.
try to do things myself. Nothing is wrong with asking for help. And again, I learned that from the group. I'm just so thankful that I was just playing around on Facebook and found the group. And that was not by accident. I truly believe God's hands was in that. It was not by accident because what I have learned in these few months, I can't, it's just so amazing. And and like I say, every video, everyone I have listened to has really been uplifting to me. And I thank you, I thank God for that. I thank you, my sweetie, for that. And I thank everyone in the group, all the women and the males. I thank y'all for that.
Yeah, it's definitely, and this is the free group. This is the Your Voice group here on Facebook, bit.ly/group voice in order to join the group. And literally, it's just, just sharing your voice. It's just putting it
Yeah.
out there. And so I see that Faye asked a question in the comments. She said, what were the biggest frustrations that triggered your that triggers your creativity? So for you, what were the things that triggered your creativity?
Um, I had a case once and we wind up shutting the business down. And that man, I was told that I ruined his life. I ruined what he had planned and stuff for his kids, his family. And my comment was, no, I did my job. So for some reason, that started pulling on me. And then my mother, my best, well, no, I'm not gonna say my best friend because my mother have always told us, I'm your mother. You get best friends every day. I'm your mother. So, but my mother advised me to write some things down, write down how I feel. And to be truthful with you, when I started doing that, before I knew it, I had a story. Then I kept it going. Then a friend of mine challenged me because I had never read a romance novel. She said, I bet you have so much love in you. Why don't you put it in right? And from there, I said I couldn't do it, but looked like when I sat down to do it, it just started flowing. It started flowing. But it all started because someone accused me of ruining their life. I looked at it as being part of my job, but I didn't ruin your life. I only did my job. But then it was a pulling on me. So then I started writing down my feelings. How did I really feel about the case? What happened? Was I truly fair? Did I really look for everything possible to give him the benefit of the doubt? And once I found that peace within me and I know what I did not do to hurt anyone, I did not do to destroy anyone. It just from there I started writing. I started jotting down things. I started when I'm feeling bad, I write it out. I try to look within myself, make sure I didn't do anything personal in my job to go after anybody. So I guess you can, that's just where it started. I was told to write my feelings because I was hurting. I really was hurting because that man, what he said stuck with me. And I was hurt because he said I didn't hurt just him. He said I hurted his family. I hurted his employees. And I had a heart. Like some people say, well, you can't have a heart in this job. But I did. I had a heart and I still have a heart because I always said you got to be empathy with people. That could
True.
have been me. And I would want someone to give me every benefit possible. And once I realized that I did, I gave that business every possible chance there was. But then at the end of the day, I had to do my job. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry that it turned out the way it did, but that's just the way it was. But the creativity in me was sitting down and just finding out, writing about what's in me, research myself, make sure you did what is right. And it took me from one thing to another thing. It took me from writing down feelings of emotion to writing feelings of mystery. Then all of a sudden I started writing feelings of love. It just a flow of different things. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I know that it's definitely, for me, it was that opportunity to I had been, like I said, it took me 8 years to publish that first book. And over that 8 year time span, it was a battle of, are you good enough? Do you have
Yeah,
enough information? Are people going to want to buy the book? All of those wonderful
yeah.
things. But then it was a conversation that I had with my oldest daughter, in when it was the first time I had ever told anybody that I had been molested. And the
Oh, okay.
response from that was, my daughter said, she ended up telling me that that was her most proud moment of me, because it allowed her
Oh,
to understand that she wasn't alone, because she had been molested as well. And I said, if that conversation with my daughter means that, it changes the trajectory of her life, then what can that conversation with another woman do? And
mm-hmm.
so
That's
after
true.
all the time
That's
that I had
true.
been, saying I was going to do it, I said, somebody needs to hear this. Somebody really does need to hear this, because they could be out there feeling as though they're alone and nobody understands what it is that they've been through. And
That's
that
right.
first book is, the perspective from the mom, dealing with your daughters being molested. And I've gotten so many responses on that. So many.
That's great. That's great. And you know the book title, the first book I did, Lingering Doubts, it came because it was just that lingering doubt. I had so many doubts about things. I'll go to the bookstore and I'll say, well, hey, there's not enough of writers, authors out here. They don't need me. And again, my mother told me, yeah, but they haven't heard you. They haven't read about you. And another thing is, for the last 11 years, to help our employees get through stress, I shared my story. And right now I have coworkers who, when they going through things, they say they write it down. They do a search, they research themselves. So I'm thinking about doing just a fiction book, but I was able to turn that around and help other people as well, because now everybody is
That,
writing down their feelings. They're writing down, I'm constantly telling them, search within yourself. And if you know within yourself you did everything you could to help someone, then you all you can do then is move on. But I tell them, have some empathy for other people. Don't look at this as I got power in my hand, because guess what? Just like you have it today, within the next 10 minutes, it could be gone. It can be gone. So like you say, sometimes we think things are so simple, I mean, so hard, but really they're so simple. And then I have a theory that I practice on as well. I call it faith. No, I call it opinion, faith, and decision. I welcome all opinion and feedback from people. I love it. But based on my faith, that's where my decision gonna be made, determined. And also, and that it has taught me that, you know, many times I had to stand alone. But then again, I look at it as I was not alone. That's just something, a process I think God was bringing me through to prepare me for my next level. So if I couldn't pass this little simple one, then hey, what's ahead? I'm not going to be able to sustain it. So I look at all of this in some kind of way of how can it help better me, instead of saying, why are you beating? Say like my mother, why are you beating me down? When in reality, I'm beating myself down, because only I can stop me. No one else can. Only I can stop and prevent me from moving forward. And again, with the group, I see some beautiful people who doing just that. They're saying that they're not letting nothing prevent them or stop them from moving forward because so many people have such beautiful testimony and it just touched me and so many beautiful testimony. And I'm around here whining about somebody gave me a bad rating. No, 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 no. But and then when you connect with someone so full of life as you are, you can't help but be joyful all the
Right.
time.
Got things to do. You gotta stay on the up and up.
Yes,
So
yes, we
Robin
have to.
asked, did you expose things that this person should be ashamed of in your book?
No,
No.
no, no, I didn't do that. No, I have taken situation of cases that I have worked and I always turn them around and made them something positive. I will never expose, I will never expose anyone, to lift myself up. But I will go to them if I'm close to them. You know what I mean? But no, I did not. No, I didn't do that because my books are fiction, and at the same time, and then again, you got to realize I'm on the confidentiality. So by federal guidelines, there's only so much I cannot do. So I have to remember that I cannot write down anything because you never
Exactly.
know what might come back and somebody pick up that book and read say, hey, that sounds like my case.
Exactly.
So no, next thing, then in that case, I'll be looking for an attorney. So no, I did not. I did not.
Oh, so Robin
No, no,
says,
no, no, no.
she asked a question. She said, "Is it okay to take a long, with a lot of O's, time to write your book?" And so, Robin, what I'm going to say to you is, it depends on the individual. And I'll say this because
That's
I
true.
did
That's
a
true.
course where I taught people how to write a book in a weekend. And not because I wanted you to just hurry up and speed through it, but I wanted you to get out of the mindset of what really takes us so long when it comes to writing the
That's
book.
right.
What really takes us so long when it comes to writing the book is time management. What really
True.
takes us so long is that we critique ourselves
True.
and we
Mm-hmm.
critique ourselves and critique ourselves. So we'll get to the point we'll critique ourselves and say, you know what, nobody's going to read this. You know what, nobody's going to really need this.
Oh,
The book,
amen to that.
Amazon
Amen.
is
Yes.
nobody. Exactly. And so you get to that point, and that's number two. But the third
Mm-hmm.
reason that I did the whole book in a weekend program was because guess what? When the women that I've worked with are those who have gone through, who have been victors over abuse. And with that being said, a lot of them have always been the person that has been talked down to. They've been told that they weren't good enough, they weren't smart enough, they weren't
Yes.
beautiful enough. And here it is, this book in this weekend is telling you not only can you do it, but you can do it this weekend.
That's
And
right.
so I challenge you, Robin, to get the course. It's a bit.ly/speak aloud. Get the course. I think it's right now, it's only $10. Get the course and see why it should not take you a long time to write a book, at least not your first one,
Yes.
because you probably already have the information and the resources and the idea. You probably already have the outline. You just need to get it done.
Yeah. And when I start writing, it start flowing. And I
Mm-hmm.
realized, wow, I didn't know this many stirs was in me, but it flows. And before you know it, like you say, I'm done in no time. Now the problem in the time span come me editing myself, me
Mm-hmm.
constantly reading and changing. Oh, I think this will sound better. Oh no, I think so. The problem come when it's finished, and I try to do it all myself. So now I know nothing wrong with asking for help. Nothing is wrong with seeking help. But at the same time, like you advised me, just be careful who you choose to help you. Make sure that the two of you all connect. Make sure the two of you all is on the same page, because I have had individuals who really they took over my story,
Mm-hmm.
and I let them edit it. But when I started, and they must not, I read everything. On my job, it's important that I read everything. So, of
Exactly.
course, when I got it back, I reread everything. And so much was changed, so much was added, so much was taken out. So I just kindly said, thank you, finished paying off my bill, and after that, there is nothing by law said I have to go back to you.
Exactly.
So, but you have to be careful with that too, because they took my work and they turn it into their work.
Exactly.
So
So
now
it
I know you got, yes,
depends. Yeah. It depends on the type of editor they are, because some think editing is just that, it's editing. I'm going to go and I'm going to edit your work to make your work look better. Some people think it's
that's
their
right.
opportunity for them to shine. Let's
Oh,
just be real.
okay, okay,
It's
okay.
their opportunity to
So
shine.
that's right. So but I'm enjoying this journey that I'm on. I've been on. I'm truly enjoying it. I just have to stop procrastinating. I have to stop beating myself down, because I think I'm my worst critic. Is one
Hmm.
thing, but when you beating yourself down, finding fault and everything, then that's a problem. So
Definitely.
over
One second.
these last few months, I've been listening to certain videos and everything, and I have learned how not to beat myself up, how to be patient, but more so than anything, I have learned, please ask for help. Do not
Yeah.
be afraid or ashamed to ask for help.
Yes, indeed. Definitely want to make sure that you ask for help, because you never know what somebody can offer you or
That's
what they
true.
already have.
That's true. That is true. That is true. And I guarantee you, when I come to you and ask for help, I am truly willing to listen. I am willing to listen. I will not debate. I will not do any of that. Like I tell people on my job, that's not my area. I'm not going to give someone advice on something I know nothing about.
Right.
So ask for
Right.
help. Ask for help. Yes.
Faye
Hmm.
asks, do you use your name as the author?
No, I do not. I use the name Wilson V. Carter. And the reason I do that, because my father, he's deceased, but he was another supporter. So my maiden name is Wilson, the V for Vanessa, and Carter for my last name. But I had to put my father in there. So I go by a pen name of Wilson V. Carter. Mhm.
You trying to have us all emotional on here now? Oh.
Oh, look, I don't want you to get emotional, but to show you how close my father and I was, I couldn't even go to the funeral. It hurted me so bad, I couldn't even go to the funeral. But he was, when I was telling him what I was doing, oh, he was so supportive of me. So yeah, but no, but don't get emotional. No, no,
Now,
but.
what is the link? They're asking for the link to your book.
Oh, it's wilsonvcarter.com. And like
WilsonVCarter.
and .com. And of course, like I say, can you believe it? I did that website in a week. I'm not quite
Look,
through yet. Yes, I'm not quite through with it, but the majority of it is up to give people an idea of who I am, and to let them know, hey, I'm on the scene. Look out, I'm coming. So yeah.
that's it. I love it. I love
And
it.
also, I
Yes.
have my email address and everything is on that link. Uh-huh.
Yes, Tara, that was the correct link. bit.ly/speak loud. And let's see. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I don't see any other questions coming up in the chat just yet. So why don't you let them know where they can find you, and then we'll wrap it up from there. So where
Okay.
they can find you
Okay, I am on Facebook as well. On Facebook, I have not been using it for the book, but I am on Facebook. If you just want to know the individual, I am on Facebook as Vanessa Carter. My website again is wilsonvcarter.com. My email address is wilsonb.carter@gmail.com, and I'm located in the state of Louisiana. Yeah. So if you want to just chat, if you just want to talk or whatever, you're more than welcome to contact me. Oh, and my phone number for the business, which I incorporated, is Time to Reflect, because of course my father came up with that title. It's Time to Reflect, and my number is area code 225-938-6693. So if you have anything you think that you might be able to offer to help assist me, I will be happy to hear from you. And if anything I can do to help, I will be happy to.
awesome, awesome. So I love it. I love it, guys.
Well,
So
thank you.
again,
Thank
this
you.
is Vanessa Carter, and you are watching the Speak Easy podcast with Altovise as your host. Anyone
Yes.
who is interested in being on the Speak Easy podcast, it's bit.ly/Speak Easy podcast, all lowercase. I would greatly appreciate having you guys on. If
And
you're an
thank
author
you.
or speaker, definitely you want to come on in. And I will let you guys know all across my social media sites when I finish doing the blog that will also highlight Miss Vanessa Carter on my blog, which you can go to altovizepelzer.wordpress.com. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Vanessa.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
So we appreciate you guys. I'm going to let Vanessa go. And we definitely appreciate you guys coming in. We appreciate you guys commenting and coming back and supporting us. It is always appreciative. Yes. Write your book this weekend. Yes, I can do a quick recap. So, for those of you who are just coming in, we are wrapping up the Speak Easy podcast. I was just interviewing Miss Vanessa Carter, who is a three-time author, which she has been telling us about some of the behind the scenes of writing her book and where she gets her inspiration from. But also, some of the things for you as authors is listen, don't get discouraged. You can get it done. You definitely can. And she told you literally why she started writing. It was to get a release from her job, and it helped her to get that release. And literally, she said she wrote it out back in 1983, guys. Back in 1983 was when she wrote it, and she didn't publish it for years later. Guess what? Your words don't die. Your words do not die. The only way your words die is if no one ever hears them. That's the only way that your words will ever die, is if no one ever hears them. And so having the opportunity, and she said to you guys today, she is 58 years old. So guess what? 58 years young, I'll say. And guess what? Age is matters not. Age is only a number. You can still get things done, and you still have a voice that needs to be heard. So again, this is another episode of the Speak Easy podcast. I appreciate it. You can look for Vanessa, and she is Vanessa Carter here on Facebook, and she was wilsonvcarter.com in order to get her books. We look forward to talking to you guys again. And lastly, I will give you the link one more time for all of you authors that are ready to come on and be a part of this podcast, bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast, all lowercase. I'm Altovise Pelzer, your host, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Don't forget to press it out.